Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta. Welcome. The Nigerian government says it is ready to implement the report of the committee it set up to come up with a living wage for Nigerian workers. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who represented President Tinubu at the Workers' Day ceremony in Abuja, also stressed government's commitment to addressing other challenges like insecurity and general cost of living that stand in the way of Nigerian workers. Clearview's labor correspondent Imefuno Kun brings us details.
Nigerian workers on Wednesday joined their counterparts in other parts of the world to mark the 2024 International Labour Day, also known as May Day or Workers' Day. The May Day, an annual ritual celebrated on May 1st of every year, honors the contributions and feats of workers worldwide, as well as the vital roles of workers in building resilient societies and productive economies. This year's Workers' Day is the first under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was sworn in as the leader of Africa's most populous nation on May 29, 2023. Already, the federal government declared Wednesday, May 1st, 2024 as a public holiday to mark this year's Workers' Day event in Nigeria. Meanwhile, some countries celebrate a Labor Day on other dates significant to them, such as the United States and Canada, which celebrate Labor Day on the first Monday of September. Back here in Nigeria, workers from different ministries, departments and agencies observe May Day by filing out to register their plight across the 36 states and the FCT on the need for a pay rise. Nigeria's vice president, who represented President Tinubu at the Workers' Day celebration, said the federal government is doing everything possible to give Nigerian workers a living wage.
We took office at a time many nations, including ours, were experiencing daunting socio-political and developmental challenges. Yet we are resolute in confronting these obstacles head-on. The scourge of criminality, from banditry to kidnapping, and the Palmer-Harder crisis alongside terrorism, continues to afflict our nation despite the tireless efforts of our armed forces. We are aware of the toll this takes on our economy, and I assure you we are fully committed to tackling these security challenges. You recall that on January 30, 2024, the federal government convened a 37-member tripartite committee on minimum wage. The committee's mandate was to provide counsel and suggest a national minimum wage that aligns with our current economic conditions. Since then, the committee, in collaboration with labor leaders, has been diligently working towards proposing a new national minimum wage. Unfortunately, despite concerted efforts, the committee was unable to reach a consensus at its last meeting. These shall be resolved soon, and I assure you that your days of worrying are over. Indeed, this government is open to the committee's suggestion of not just a minimum wage, but a living wage. Great Nigerian workers, we cannot achieve a just and equitable society that caters to the needs of every member, including the strong and the weak, without fostering peace and unity. Our shared vision for national growth and development can only be realized in an atmosphere of industrial harmony and peaceful coexistence in every segment of our country. The dividends we have promised the nation, and which you work tirelessly to ensure, can only be achieved when we all unite for progress. On this momentous day, I urge you and all our fellow citizens to place your trust in this administration. The seeds of greatness planted in our nation are beginning to bear fruit, and they promise a future filled with hope and bound by prosperity.
However, the federal government on the eve of May Day celebration had approved a pay rise of between 25 and 35% for civil servants across various consolidated salary structures. But leadership of the NLC rejected the 35% pay rise, insisting on a living wage. Imefuno Kun reporting for Clearview News.
Meanwhile, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has sympathized with Nigerian workers on the occasion of the May Day celebration, saying workers have been operating under a government with policies against their welfare. Atiku said this in an International Workers' Day message to Nigerian workers. Atiku further said, since the days of legendary Pa Michael Imodu to later day firebrands such as Pascal Bafiao and Comrade Adams Oshiomole, the Nigerian worker has been at the forefront of the fight against tyranny and bad governance. As part of efforts to strengthen open governance, transparency and accountability at the grassroots level, a civil society organization, Speak Out Africa Initiative, has launched a project which it calls the Login Niger Project in Abuja. As Clearview's correspondent now reports, the group is confident that a robust and functional local government system is what Nigeria needs to attain the much-needed socio-economic development. The report.
Since Nigeria's return to democracy in 1999, there has been a decline in the delivery of social services at the local government level due to overwhelming corruption, weak institutions and oversights. Health services are inadequate. There is limited portable water. Primary education is in comatose and public infrastructure is poorly maintained. In 2016, Nigeria joined the Open Government Partnership, otherwise known as OGP, an international multi-stakeholders initiative focused on improving transparency, accountability, citizen participation and responsiveness to citizens through technology and innovation to strengthen and deepen institutional and public policy reforms across the country. Despite this, the lack of transparency and accountability in Nigeria's local government system continues to be a significant hindrance to good governance. In a bid to address this issue, stakeholders from relevant ministries, departments and agencies, as well as civil society organizations, converged on this hall for the inauguration of the Login Niger project.
The Login Niger project is a wake-up call to everyone alike, the citizens, the local government, the federal government, the state government, and even the development partners. Because everybody at the end, it's a win-win situation for everyone, including the federal government, whose burden is going to be lessened and reduced when the local government is now functional, as against the current state of its dysfunctionality. The project is in the phases that is going to work is we have the local government chairman, who is the key people that we are relating with, a friendly relationship we are having with them. Then we have the citizens on the other hand. Now we need the citizens also to stop blaming whoever and begin to do what belongs to them. Those things are going to have activity like town hall meetings. We also having a what we call a login website that will be made available to Nigerians. That has already be established. You know, Nigerians can now go where they get informations because login want to be a point of data, the source of data for local government. When you are looking for data on local government, how many local government do you have? Who is the chairman of local government? What is their status? Are they elected or not elected? People can see all these things. People can, from any angle, check about your local government and begin to get involved. So people will also be privy to begin to know how much does my local government receive through what we call transparency briefing. And so government also, we also begin to have the platform to now begin to ask the communities and say, can we know your need? Can you table before us new town hall meeting? What do you need? Is it borehole? So that we don't go and give you primary school when it is borehole that you need. We don't give you hospital when it is the other things that you need. So this is going to be happening.
We are intending to plug in the local government into OGP and introducing technology. When I mean technology, I mean website. And for people, because we also consider that this is the local level, that's the grassroots level, and we don't expect everybody to be connected to internet and browsing and maybe wanting to check on websites, right? So we have understood that, and we are creating an FOI desk. FOI is Freedom of Information Arts desk at the local level. So we expect market women, people who cannot, get the information from the website, they could just easily come to the FOI desk at the local level to get any kind of information that they want.
Other stakeholders at the event, including the National Coordinator of the OGP in Nigeria and the Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, say the initiative is laudable as it would help address the issue of bottlenecks and corruption at the local government level and promote transparency and accountability.
The Open Government Partnership, like you know, promotes openness in governance, transparency and accountability. So we believe that if local government administration is open, if the governance is open, is transparent and accountable, certainly it will plug a lot of corruption and money will be saved for the development of the local government areas. And the citizens themselves will have a say in governance because there will be town hall meetings, it will be part of the budget process, and at the end of the day, that trust deficit that existed between government and the citizens will be breached. And then the local government areas definitely will get the kind of infrastructure it needs to develop, and in the long run, will feel it nationally.
The fact that they have a team of officers that go to the grassroots to interface with the local government staff, local government chairman, the citizens, to do need assessment and to also take opinions from the citizens, it will go a long way. Because when the local government chairman is not performing, for instance, by the assessment, they can hold them accountable. And with Login Niger, we will be partnering with them, collaborating with them to be our eyes at the local government.
Highlights of the event was the unveiling of the Login Niger documentary and officers, as well as a brainstorming session by participants at the event.
Police inspector, whose name is yet to be ascertained, has allegedly cut off his wife's hand over what was confirmed as a minor disagreement over 20,000 naira. It was gathered that the said inspector left the money at home in the Dong area of Jos North local government area of Plateau State, and when he came looking for the money, an argument ensued, leaving him to turn violent. The State Police Command confirmed that the suspect has been picked up and investigation is ongoing. The police spokesman, DSP Alfred Alabo, said they are aware of the incident and the suspect has been taken to the state CID and investigation is ongoing. However, the woman has been hospitalized. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online.